Hello students, today we are going to study food security, and we're going to look at this subtopic, which is who are foods insecure. We've already done what is food insecure and why we need to be food secure. Right now, today we look at the topic who are food insecure. So in this particular paragraphs here, what you will find is that in a country like India, where there are many people living under the poverty line, right? So there are many people who are always struggling for the basic needs. For example, they're struggling even to acquire food, right? So especially there are who are the worst affected भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ यहाँनिर आउँछ landless people, okay? And landless people meaning either they have very little land or no land at all to depend on, जहाँबाट they can grow some crops like that, okay? Then the other group is, second one is traditional artisans, and third one is petty self-employed workers. All right, so petty self-employed workers meaning they have their own work, but those work really do not fetch a lot of money which would help them to be food secure all the time. It is very risky. Maybe some days they will earn some, and maybe there will be many days where they will not earn, okay? And also we have destitutes and especially beggars who are perpetually food insecure. All right, अनि त्यसरी नै अब हामीले urban area when you look at urban areas, then food insecure चाहिँ को हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि families, especially those families where the people, the working members, जति पनि छ working members, not only father and mother but maybe some children also work, they are employed in ill-paid works like occupations and they are in the casual labor market. So automatically what happens is that their income will not be very high, okay? एकदमै कम्ती, less paying wages, literally they get wages, okay? So these are some of the things. Now also if you go to this side of the page, now you see यहाँनिर त्यही भनेको छ कि that their wages are very low, and also there's a mention of seasonal activities of work, okay? That means we already know that seasonal activities are different kurama we've already studied. So seasonal activities भन्ने बित्तिकै we understand कि कुनै काम या फिर कुनै source of earning चाहिँ खाली certain season मा हुन्छ, it's not there throughout the year. So त्यसले गर्दा whatever work they get at that time, first of all, though, the wages are very less, and then it is only seasonal. So basically, simple survival ko lagi matlab pugne matrai, If at all there is any kind of, let's say, emergency, they would not have the money to bear that, okay? Now moving on. Okay, we look at the social composition here. You go to the next page and make sure that your books are open, by the way. We look at the social composition, okay? New paragraph ma चाहिँ तपाईलाई mainly एउटा social society को कुराहरु यहाँ राखेको छ. So of course we already know because तपाईहरुले class previous chapter ma you've already studied about the vulnerable groups, right? Vulnerable groups भनेर पढेकै छ, and we've already know they are SCs, STs. Right? And then we have from the social group and from the economic group we have the casual laborers either in the rural area or the urban area भनेर हामीले यो पढिसकेका छौं. So the same thing again comes in the picture. The SC, STs and some of the OBCs, because they do not have any land whatsoever, or they have very very less land, so productivity kamti bhakoले गर्दा they are much prone to food insecurity. All right, this is one point there, you particular paragraph, and this is the first point, okay? The second point is that people who are affected by natural disasters. अब हाम्रो आज सिक्किमको example हेरिहालौं. We've had a natural disaster, right? As a result of this, we are here in our online class also. But think about those people from Chungthang, especially Singtam, Chungthang, and some of these other regions like Rangpo and Malli, यो सबै area को मान्छेहरु. See, the houses that have been swept away were mainly kacha houses, and especially tapale Chungthang tira area bhane the houses Chungthang Singtam tira, even the pakka houses have been affected. Almost dui tala jasto चाहिँ के भएको छ, it's buried, silt le bhariएको छ, it's buried, everything there has been buried and now it's of no use, right? So imagine अब natural disaster हुँदा के भयो उनीहरूको, they've had loss of their wealth, whatever wealth they had, whatever maybe some money or some jewelry in the form of gold or whatever unale राखेको थियो, everything is gone. Not just there, and every belonging, everything they उनीहरूको nothing is left, है, घरै छैन, nothing is left. So imagine automatically उनीहरू अब के भयो, they have gone many years back भने अब डेभलपमेन्टको पाथमा अघि बढिरहेको थियो भने now they have gone many years back, they have to start from the scratch, right? So natural disasters हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ like Sikkimमा हामीले देखिहाल्यो, they've lost everything. At the same time, they have become food insecure. That's why we see there are lots of relief camps being done, relief collections being done. People are collecting clothes, people are collecting food, and they are sending it to these places. So we understand, we totally understand कि natural disaster ले चाहिँ कसरी मान्छे food insecure हुँदै रहेछ भनेर, right? Now in the same way यसरी नै हामी we'll also look at since we are talking about social composition, हामीलाई especially Indiaमा still many places you will see that women are not given the same treatment as men, because of which there is a larger extent of malnutrition. Malnutrition ko चाहिँ problem चाहिँ women ma बेसी पाइन्छ rather than men. And now this is very serious. Why भन्दाखेरि women are the people who bear the next generation, the life. So when they get pregnant, imagine there's a pregnant woman and who's already malnourished. Uskoma khanai she's नपुगेकोले गर्दा her body is malnourished. Now imagine she herself is malnourished भने there is a very high chance that her unborn baby will also face that risk of malnutrition. Okay. Now the second part is that जब पनि women again pregnant भयो, then they deliver, they give birth, and now नानीलाई they have to nurse the baby, हैन, नानीलाई दुधहरु दिनुपर्छ, right? So त्यो हुँदाखेरि and those children, हैन, so what happens is it directly affects the health of the baby also. The women, then when they are pregnant, it gets worse, and when they have a baby, the baby is also affected by this malnutrition. So food insecurity is a big problem, especially हाम्रो Indian society मा चाहिँ हाम्रो यो castes या फिर system ले गर्दा SCs, STs, OBCs. Then again we talked about natural disasters मा कसरी मान्छेहरू they have to migrate and they are left with nothing, and they have to start from the scratch भन्ने कुराले, so automatically उनीहरू food insecure भइहाल्छ. And of course women, especially mothers and nursing mothers को चाहिँ एकदमै high chances of malnutrition को problem we see. All right. Now in this next part of the paragraph, what we'll see is that food insecure चाहिँ अब इन्डियामा हेर्यो भने not all the states are food insecure. Okay, so यहाँ भन्नुभएको छ food insecure people are disproportionately large in some regions. भन्नुको मतलब चाहिँ India, if this is India, then there may be certain certain states in within India which are food insecure. Not necessarily the entire country is food insecure. So what do we see is that कुन area मा चाहिँ कस्तो खालको states मा चाहिँ food insecurity छ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ number 1, states which are economically backward. Okay, मतलब उनीहरूको economically they are not doing well, so that's one reason यो ठाउँहरुमा food insecure हुन्छ. Okay, so economically backward भन्ने बित्तिकै गरिबहरु बेसी छ, right? The next thing is the tribal region. Okay, tribal and remote areas ma automatically again food insecure हुन्छ. And again हामीले भनेको जस्तो places which are prone to natural disaster, मतलब त्यसमा घरिघरि natural disasters भइबस्छ. For example, states like Assam and Odisha, every year नै उनीहरूको के आउँछ, flood आउँछै आउँछ. या त्यस्तो नेचुरल डिजास्टर के न के हुन्छै हुन्छ सो दिज आर द प्लेसेस विच आर प्रोन टु नेचुरल डिजास्टर्स है सो यो खालको स्टेट्सहरू छ भने चाहिँ दे हेभ अ लार्जर नम्बर अफ पुवर पिपल हु आर फुड इन्सिक्योर ओके नाउ we look at some of the states which are food insecure. So very strange, ironically, but UP, one of the most key ones. And ironically, why? Because हाम्रो सबसे fertile land, alluvial soil, हैन त्यही ठाउँहरू पनि they are food insecure. And Bihar is food insecure, Jharkhand, Odisha, West Bengal, Chhattisgarh, and some parts of Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra. These are some of the states wherein there are a large number of people who are food insecure. All right, so यति छ कुरा जान्नु पर्ने चाहिँ नेक्स्ट प्याराग्राफमा चाहिँ हामीले हेर्छौँ कि हङ्गर चाहिँ के छ भन्दाखेरि यहाँ दुई प्रकारको भनेर भनेको छ ओके सो हङ्गर अफ कोर्स इट्स फुड इन्सिक्योर भन्ने बित्तिकै द पर्सनलाई के हुन्छ फुड इन्सिक्योर भन्दा उनीहरूलाई भोकै लागिरहेको हुन्छ देयर टमी इज नेभर फुल देयर स्टमक इज नेभर फुल देयर अलवेज हङ्ग्री ओके अब यो हङ्गरमा पनि के रहेछ भने क्रोनिक हङ्गर रहेछ एउटा अनि अर्को चाहिँ सिजनल हङ्गर रहेछ सो देयर इज हङ्गर एन्ड देयर इज क्रोनिक हङ्गर एन्ड सिजनल हङ्गर सो क्रोनिक भन्ने बित्तिकै यु हेभ टु अन्डरस्ट्यान्ड क्रोनिक भन्ने बित्तिकै चाहिँ कस्तो खालको दिस पिपल लिभ उनीहरूको डायट चाहिँ थ्रु आउट पर्सिस्टेन्टली अल द टाइम मतलब लगातार कस्तो छ इन टर्म्स अफ क्वालिटी एन्ड इन टर्म्स अफ क्वान्टिटी अल्सो उनीहरूको चाहिँ इनएडुक्वेट कहिले पनि दे नेभर गेट टु इट गुड क्वालिटी फुड अर गुड क्वान्टिटी फुड एभर दे आर अलवेज पर्पेचुअली हङ्गर भन्नुको मतलब उनीहरूलाई जहिले पनि भोक लागि नै रहेको हुन्छ they've never reached a state where they feel that their tummy is full त्यो experience हुँदैन this is chronic hunger okay it's really sad to even teach you all this but this is what it is okay and then we have seasonal hunger अब हामीले धेरैचोटि हामीले seasonal unemployment केहरू गरिसकेको छ so I'm sure by now you all sorry about that by now you all sort of know कि यो seasonal hunger भनेको चाहिँ के होला भन्दाखेरि तपाईँले अन्दाजा लगाउन सक्नुहुन्छ होला सो सिजनल हङ्गर भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ बेसिकली भेरी मच टु डु विथ एग्रिकल्चर र जुन रुरल एरियामा हो भने रुरल एरियामा भेरी मच टु विथ एग्रिकल्चर सो के हुन्छ एग्रिकल्चर इज अ सिजनल एक्टिभिटी वी नो दिस सो जब एग्रिकल्चरको सिजन हुन्छ तब चाहिँ दे गेट मोर फुड टु इट बट द मोमेन्ट देयर इज दिस हार्भेस्ट भएको हुँदैन द्याट स्ट्रेच अफ टाइम क्यान बी भेरी भेरी डिफिकल्ट फर दिज पिपल ओके एन्ड अल्सो अर्बन एरियामा हेऱ्यो भने हामीले त्यो भल्नरेबल ग्रुप्स हेर्दा पनि गरेको थियो द्याट क्याजुअल लेबरर्स जति पनि क्याजुअल लेबरर्स छ कन्स्ट्रक्सन साइट वर्कर्समा कन्स्ट्रक्सन साइट्समा काम गर्नुहुन्छ या फिर एनी काइन्ड अफ जस्तो सानो भेन्डर ठेलागाडीहरू चलाउनुहुन्छ या फिर जे पनि सानो तिनो कामहरू गर्नुहुन्छ दे आर अलवेज के अरे दे आर एट द रिस्क अफ सिजनल हङ्गर अलराइट सो देन the next part of this chapter is हामीलाई कहाँ लान्छ भन्दाखेरि कि what has India done to make ourselves food secure हैन so we have already spoken about in some length about the fair price shops the public distribution system ration shops यो सबै हामीले कुरा गरिसकेको छ storage buffer stock हरु भनेर हामीले we've already learned about it तर especially what was done भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ one good news is यहाँ के भन्दैछ भने चाहिँ chronic hunger चाहिँ इन्डियामा के भएको छ अरे seasonal and chronic hunger चाहिँ it has declined भनेर this particular table above shows that okay so India is aiming at के भनेको छ self sufficiency in food grains since independence this has been a struggle from the time we've gained independence even before because मैले तपाईहरुलाई already project गर्नु लाग्छु 1943 Bengal famine को I am hoping that the project is completed and Monday everybody will be submitting their project to me. So anyway, moving on. So यहाँनिर चाहिँ के छ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ ग्रीन रेभोल्युसनको कुरा गरेको छ we must not forget this keep this very much in your mind so self sufficiency in food को लागि चाहिँ Indian policy makersहरूले चाहिँ के गर्यो भन्दाखेरि they adopted a new strategy and this was called the green revolution the green revolution भन्ने बित्तिकै उनीहरूले चाहिँ mainly two crops लाई फोकस गर्नु भएको छ which is rice and wheat okay rice and wheat लाई फोकस गरेर चाहिँ उनीहरूले यो ग्रीन रेभोल्युसन स्टार्ट गर्यो सो द्याट टाइम आवर प्राइम मिनिस्टर वाज इन्दिरा गान्धी अलराइट एन्ड अराउन्ड 1960s को कुरा हो जब चाहिँ उनीहरूले यो ग्रीन रेभोल्युसनलाई इन्डियामा अडप्ट गर्नुभयो अगेन दे स्टार्टेड इट विथ विट ओके उनीहरूले चाहिँ विटबाट सुरु गर्यो अन्त विट रेभोल्युसन पनि भनेर भन्यो इन द इयर 1968 एन्ड गभर्मेन्टले एउटा स्पेसल स्ट्याम्प पनि इस्यु गर्नुभएको थियो. All right, and when this wheat revolution was a success, the same thing was copied. It was replicated. It was copied. अनि त्यो चाहिँ राइसमा पनि उनीहरूले स्टार्ट गर्यो. So these two crops, wheat and rice, लाई चाहिँ जुन प्रकारले with modern farming methods, high yielding variety of seeds, chemical fertilizers, modern machineries ले गर्दा जुन प्रकारले उनीहरूले यो ग्रीन रेभोल्युसनमा एउटा ग्रोथ प्रोडक्सन अफ क्रप्समा बुम गरायो यसलाई चाहिँ के भन्छ ग्रीन रेभोल्युसन ओके बट अगेन यहाँ पनि के भयो भन्दाखेरि इट वाज नट इक्वली डन इन अल द स्टेट्स अर इन अल अक्रस द कन्ट्री भएन ओके सो अगेन यहाँ पनि के भनेको छ डिसप्रपोर्सनेट भनेको छ अघि नै हामीले फुड इन्सिक्योर इज अल्सो डिसप्रपोर्सनेट भने इन द सिमिलर म्यानर हियर अल्सो दिस ग्रोथ अर इन्क्रिज इन फुड ग्रेन्स पनि डिसप्रपोर्सनेट छ. Alright, so states like UP and Punjab मा चाहिँ हाइएस्ट ग्रोथ रेट भएको छ UP and Punjab हेर्नुस् अघि नै हामीले आइरोनिकल भन्यो किनभने कुनै पार्टमा UP इज लाइक हाइएस्ट त्यो टाइममा है इन द 19 when they started green revolution UP was like the highest growth rate in terms of food grains भइरहेको थियो बट अहिले हेऱ्यो भने अहिलेको एज पर अहिलेको रिसेन्ट डेटा हेऱ्यो भने UP is certain parts of UP is also food insecure. So that's why I was saying it's quite ironical bhanera, okay? So UP, so यो कुरा छ. Now, के भन्छ, there are some of the states जहाँनिर चाहिँ this thing, food grains को चाहिँ in fact growth has really dropped, it has declined. अनि योहरू चाहिँ हो कुन कुन states उत्तराखण्ड, झारखण्ड, Assam and Tamil Nadu. These 4 states मा चाहिँ के भन्छ food grains को growth के भएको छ drop भएको छ. Alright, and there is also another group of states which have been doing things significantly उनीहरूको increase भइ नै रहेको छ and which is West Bengal, UP again. So यो दुईटा स्टेट्समा चाहिँ फेरि ग्रोथ फेरि सिग्निफिकेन्ट भइरहेको छ. Alright, so this much for now. So again a reminder that your on Monday when we start school your project work must reach me at the very first hour. Right after assembly तपाईहरुको project work चाहिँ 9C को टेबलमा हुनुपर्छ. Thank you very much. Take care.